Tonight we are here with General Abdul Muttalib of the Afghan Justice Bureau. Good evening, Abdul. Good evening, Senator. Abdul, as you know, we are here to discuss the dramatic improvement in Afghanistan since the 2005 Goodbye Taliban Treaty. How was your organization able to enforce so much change in a place once considered the shithole of the Middle East? We like to consider it a place in need of help, but shithole could suffice, I suppose. Obviously. Well, yes, our organization after the first 4 years of the treaty realized that the Taliban were helpless to the illustrious lure of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Hold on. Did you say peanut butter and jelly sandwiches? Like the ones Grandma used to make? The very ones, Senator? The very ones. Interesting. I'm not surprised, but how is your organization able to uncover this secret? You see, it all started when... What was that? Never mind that, carry on. Yes, well, at my wife Soraya's birthday party, we were serving peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and realized that her uncle Abdul had grown quite fond of the sandwiches. We didn't take this too seriously at first, until we ran out of them. Abdul began scratching vigorously at his neck like a demented druggie. When my wife refused to make more, he stormed out of the party screaming like a madman. How hard it must have been to keep such a guest. I hope he didn't come back, did he? Actually, no. The remains of Uncle Abdul were found outside a grocery store 2 days later. One of the eyewitnesses said he asked one of the janitors where the peanut butter was kept. And when the janitor said he didn't know, Abdul blew himself up with a C4 deposit he had kept in his left butt cheek. Quite unfortunate. How typical. I heard from a friend that 1 in every 3 Middle Eastern families has an Al-Qaeda-related family member in it. Yes, well, as I was saying, later on we found out that Uncle Abdul was actually one of the leaders of a notorious terrorist organization, and that he had been spreading the word of how irresistible peanut butter and jelly sandwiches were. I'm sure that was one of the only productive things he did with his life. He was actually a well-known neurologist before he went astray. Well, anyways, it seems afterwards countless Al-Qaeda radicalists were seen robbing grocery stores for bread, jelly, and peanut butter. Theft rates rise by 20% within the 2 weeks. Wow. That's salad of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Indeed. Well, yes, the Afghan Justice Bureau was working with the FBI and came up with Operation Goodbye Taliban. What was the plan behind this elaborate scheme? The Bureau organized a peanut butter and jelly sandwich eating contest with a lifetime supply of it as the reward for the winner. I got me winning that contest by a long shot, just saying. I bet you would, Senator. I bet you would. Anyways, on the day of the event, hundreds of people gathered from Uzbekistan to Pakistan, all to compete in the tournament, thinking they were gonna win the reward. When the tournament reached the preliminary matches, FBI and AGB agents swarmed the event and captured 20 people, 10 of which were Al-Qaeda terrorists. The other 10 were just sandwich lovers. Of those 10 terrorists, 3 of them were leaders: Abdul Ibrahim, Khalid Babalu, and Abdul Husseini. That's quite a lot of Abduls. Did you know that 45% of Iranians have Abdul in either their first, middle, or last name? I suppose so. Anyway, with the imprisonment of the leaders of Al-Qaeda, terrorism dropped by a dramatic 64%. And that's how our organization saved Afghanistan from the dreadful Al-Qaeda regime. Too bad it's still a shithole.